Hello and welcome to the channel. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through my process of mixing rap vocal. We'll explore my workflow, thought processes, and the steps I take to achieve a polished sound. I'll be using Cubase and show you all the plugins used in this session. Before anything, I like to play the session so we can hear the raw vocal recording.
If you like, connect me ECG. I go light everywhere, I go show you my power, I get bars. As for this game, I got too so I dey play hard. So if you want, try me.
Step 1 is to clean up the audio. Cut silences and unwanted noises like breath, background noise from PC, or sounds from neighbors. Alternatively, we can use noise reduction plugin or manually edit and cut with crossfades like in this instance. So we need to ensure smooth fade-ins and fade-outs so nothing gets cut off too early or too late. Step 2 is to apply auto-tune. The first insert plugin on my effect chain is auto-tune. Although it's a rap song and doesn't have more melodic elements, I like to tune the vocal to give it a little robotic feel on phrases that has melodic character to it.
Go blow, oh Lord,
Set the input type and key, in our case is E minor. Adjust the retune speed for a subtle effect. Now the next step is to remove harsh and problematic frequencies that easily get vocal muddy and brings about listening fatigue. The fundamental goal of EQ is to make an instrument sound clearer and more defined. Cut low-end rumbles below 40 Hz using the channel strip EQ to remove inaudible noise.
If you like, connect me ECG. I go light everywhere, I go show you my power.
We can use Wave C6 plugin to isolate and remove harsh frequencies, especially around 4K Hz and 10K Hz, which can cause listening fatigue or ear-piercing sibilance.
If you like, connect me ECG. I go light everywhere, I go show you my power.
Like I said earlier, 40 Hz and below contains rumble, which generally are made up of sounds that are felt than heard, so cutting this range can clean up the vocal considerably. There are predominance of S's that usually falls somewhere between 4K and 10K Hz. Sometimes the sibilance might not be a problem initially, but when you begin to even the vocal out with a compressor, all of a sudden every S from the artist jumps at you and it seems ear-piercing. And you can see from here I am narrowing and deepening around the 4K Hz frequency. So with the C6 bypassed,
oh Lord, if you like, connect me ECG. I go light everywhere, I go show you my power, I get bars.
Next up, I then further control the sibilance with a de-esser. I sweep across the high frequency and set the range to about 10K Hz.
Oh Lord,
after the vocal has been controlled and all the harsh frequencies has been dealt with, we begin to add brightness, clarity, and color to the vocal. A little boost around 180 Hz to add the voice fundamental and make it sound more chesty. And a boost around 3K Hz to make the vocal sound closer to the listener and add more presence. On the high frequencies, we add some air with a boost of that high frequency. Now we can glue everything together with a compressor to balance the vocal dynamics and make them consistent. Use a compressor with a fast attack settings to balance dynamics. Adjust the ratio and threshold for gentle compression.
Oh Lord,
added a little treble boost from the CLA vocal with the bite knob.
Active, number 9 at them. I won't feature you.
And lastly, a limiter at the end to catch the picks. Step 7. Mixing ad-libs and vocal sweetness. Use the same EQ and compression techniques as the main vocal. I first control the harsh frequencies with the C6 and cut the low end with the channel strip EQ. Afterwards, we add color with the API EQ with a boost around the 300 Hz and 3K Hz respectively. With the EQ bypassed and EQ active. From here you can hear that the artist was trying to mature his voice, make his voice a lot more deeper. So we can enhance that with the one knob fatter to make the vocal sound more dense and deep.
Powder the rapper, the rapper, the rapper.
Last in the effect chain is a limiter to compress the attack of the vocals. Pan ad-libs wide, hard left and right to fill the stereo field and make room for the lead vocal. Step 8. Adding dimension and effects. Use reverb, example CLA vocal and room works for a blend of short and room reverb. Add delays, example H delay for depth, automating them to repeat specific phrases.
Sick of my energy level not be the same. Who sing?
Sync the delay to the tempo, which is 100 BPM, and a high pass and a low pass on the filters down here to differentiate the delay feedback from the main signal.
Before I be no cheat on my dear latest form, I go free handle your weight. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Experiment with modulation effects like flanges, phases, and chorus for width and texture. So once everything is in place, listen back to the mix and make adjustments and ensure the vocals sit well in the track.
Money came soon.
Like always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
Oh many mabo mad and no nake ganjo be okoti mensa I be goat. Oh Lord, pressure. Oh you much you can do more by me pressure. Oh no, wait. Before I be no cheat on my dear latest form, I go free handle your weight. Oh Lord.